Oh, hey, baby. I'm hanging in there. It's been a long day. Don't bring them blues around me, woman. How you doing, baby? I was very busy today. I went to work, then I went to my mom's, see how she's doing. Today makes 1 month my dad passed away, so can't believe it's 1 month already. So I went down there and gave her some. I went there and gave her some lunch and rest for dinner. My brother's gonna go down there tonight, and then Sunday I'm bringing her here. Sunday I'm gonna bring her here for a dinner. I got some lobster. Yeah, time flies. Yeah, the weather is okay. It's nice and cooler now. It's like 72 degrees today, and it's like a nice breeze, and it's cloudy. So the only thing I don't like is the daylight saving time. It's like it gets dark too soon. Like it's 4:30 here, and it's already getting like darker, and I'm like, no, we don't do that here, Lucky. We can do it anytime. We've already had like two masses for him already. We have another one next Sunday. People have donated to the church to have a mass for my dad. So two's already gone by. We have another one next week. Yeah, it is. I don't like it at all. I hate when it gets dark early because then you can only do so much, and then at 9 o'clock you're like, I thought it was 12 already. It's been dark like forever. It's making me like it's made my whole like week wacky. It was like today I was in the garage and I forgot to change the garage clock back an hour. And I'm like, what? It can't be 2 o'clock already. I just got here at 12. So then I was like, oh shit, yeah, I have to turn the clock back. I forgot to do it in my dad's garage. Cause I haven't been in there like for a while. But yeah, I went there to cut the grass today because the weather was so nice. The weather was really, the sun was out. Now it's like cloudy and it's had like a nice breeze and the humidity was like 50 something. So it was perfect. It was perfect for me to go outside and cut the grass. And my nephew also goes back to college today. He leaves here in like 2 more hours. He's got to go to the airport. He went with me to go see my mom, which was nice. And the day before, me and my youngest nephew went there to go see her and chill out with her for a bit. So we're doing our best to make her feel better and stuff. What's up, Dan? How you doing, bro? So yeah, it's been a task, but I can't believe like it's been a whole month already today. A whole month already. It's like fuck does the time go by? Absolutely nuts. So yeah, I've had a long day. Right now is the first time I've actually sat down and like chilled out for a minute. But I have like my window open, my door is open. It's a nice breeze coming through here. This window I don't leave open because like I can hear like everything over my neighbor's yard. They'll distract me and shit. Anything that comes on this side is the damn birds. Yeah, it's nice tonight though. It's nice and cool. So tomorrow I'm gonna take the day off and I need to clean my apartment. I need to do a few things in here. I need to take out things. I need to clean my whole like mop my floors, and I haven't had a chance to do any of it, but tomorrow is gonna be my cleaning day. I just fed Diamond. So yeah, I'm just here now, chilling for a bit until my nephew goes to the airport. Back to college. That week went by super quick. One thing I love about my two youngest nephews that are with me, I don't even have to ask them to go see their grandmother. They want to go. Like yesterday, we rode our bikes there and we went to see her. And then this afternoon for lunch, we went there for lunch and had lunch with her. So I'm glad they both went there. It means a lot to my mom, you know, because her other grandchildren don't give a shit like that. The four oldest ones are like the worst ones. They don't care about their grandparents like that. They never visit. They don't care. But the two youngest ones, they're very much involved. Because they see me and my mom and my sister do it, right? Which is their mother. And they see how much time I spend with them. And they're like, yeah, we're going to go see grandma and grandma. Let's go. So it made them very happy. And I would tell my nephew, see how happy grandma and grandpa are when they see you? That means a lot to them, you know. I said, do it because I saw my granny almost every single week. I went to my granny's house when she was living. And even when I went to Portugal for like five weeks, I went to my auntie's house every day, grandma's house. I went to I visit all of them every single day. They're like, oh, you should go sightseeing. I'm like, I ain't worried about no sightseeing. I want to see you guys. Like, you know, I don't see you guys in Bermuda. You live here, so I'm gonna come check you guys every day. And I was the only one who went to see my grandma every single day. And then my grandma had her oldest sister. She was taking care of her. And she was like 80 something years old at the time. And she says, who's this chubby kid coming here? Does he want to eat? We have plenty of soup for him. Give him a plate of soup. He comes here every day. Who is this? Right? So my grandma said that, oh, I said, I know what she said. I said, but I don't, she doesn't know who I am. So she says, oh, this is my grandson. And she's like, oh, I don't know who he is. I don't know. She like, she had like the beginning stage of dementia. Like she didn't know anything, right? But it was funny. Like we always joke about it. She's like, oh, who's this chubby little boy come here every day? Because I was about maybe 10 years old, right? Now it's kind of chubby, right? She's like, get this poor boy a bowl of soup. So we would laugh like crazy all the time. It was funny and shit. Yeah. I was like, I don't even eat soup. You could keep it. I told her, I said, I don't want no soup. I'm good. And I put my hand on her hand, I put my hand on her hand, like, because she's my great auntie, right? And I like spoke to her. I was like, I'm Mark. I'm so and so's like, son. And she's like, oh, I don't know. I don't know. Then my granny would say, oh, don't worry. She doesn't know. She just leave her, leave her, leave her. Just talk to her or whatever. So I was like, then I just laughed like 'cause I would go there when she was sleeping and shit. She always thought I wanted some food. She always offered me food. That's like the thing out there. They always offer you something when you come in, like a shot, of some liqueur or like, food, watermelon. They give you like an offering out there. It was funny as shit. Yeah, it's true, baby. And a lot of people forget about their grandparents because they don't give a shit, you know? And it's like it's annoying. I don't like being like that. And a lot of people tell me, "Oh, take care of your mother. Your dad's not here no more." I'm like they don't. I'm not gonna get mad because they don't know like the deal, right? But like I told my friend today, she's like, "Oh, how's your mom? Do you guys see her? Does she want to stay home by herself?" I'm like, "Look, my mom's fine. She'll be home by herself. She's cool." I said, "She's not really home by herself all day, every day. Everybody goes to see her. And I said before my dad passed away, I was there every other day, pretty much, or every week I would go, or I would talk to them on the phone like every single other day, sometimes every day. There was hardly a day that went by that they didn't call me or I would call them. And then my dad would like stop by here and hang out with me for a few minutes or whatever. Or I'll take him to his appointments and shit. Like people don't know that about me, you know? They just automatically assume that I don't care. I'm like, man, you people don't know me. I'm the only child that my mom has that goes to see her more than anybody else. I care about my parents and I used to care about my grandmother back then. You know, I spent the night at her where she was living because she lived with her sister-in-law and they were both widows. And her sister-in-law is my auntie because they both married their brothers. I've explained this like a few times. And I used to spend when she went away with her family, right? Because my granny never wanted to go away, and my auntie, she would go away with her family, and then leave my grandmother by herself at home. But they had a big ass dog and a cat, and so then she'd be like, "Oh, Mark, can you please come here?" You know, and sleep here in the spare bedroom because I'm scared, you know, somebody might come. I was like, Granny, ain't nobody coming down. Anyone want your, I wanted to say, nobody wants your old ass coochie. Ain't nobody wants you. That's what I wanted to say to her, right? But it was not about that. It was about her being scared, being by herself, right? So, I would go down there and spend the night and then leave in the morning. And she would like try and, you know, make me breakfast and shit and try and keep me around. I'm like, look, I gotta go to work, Granny. But you know, at least I took care of my grandma, my mom. Like I don't mind like cuz I know they would love to have us there. Like, you know, it's fucked up when you leave them by yourself. You know, you're not supposed to do that shit, man. Take care of your mom and your dad. Take care of your grandparents, you know. When they're gone, you ain't got to take care of them no more, you know. So just do it while you can cuz in spirit they're going to take care of you if you really think about it. Yeah, there you go. But I'm so glad that at least, you know, my youngest nephews, they go see my mom and stuff. And even when my dad was here, but they would go down there and check him out, like talk shit to him and stuff. Like my dad would light up when he saw like his grandchildren. I'm with my two youngest nephews every single day. I pick up the youngest one from school, take him to volleyball sometimes, you know, and now he's got his bike, and then we take bike rides. Like yesterday, we took a bike ride to go see my mom. And then sometimes he'll just out of the blue, he'll text me and says, "Hey, I'm bored. Let's go for a ride." I'm like, "All right, cool. We'll go for like a 10-minute ride and come back." So he can get used to the bike. And I don't mind doing it because he has no father to do it. His father's a fucking loser. So, you know, I help him as much as I can because my uncles were good to me too, man. I think that's why I'm a good uncle because I had good uncles that did a lot for me too. You know, my godfather, which is my uncle, he's been gone for like 20 some years. And he used to always like, you know, talk to me. He always used to praise me for talking good Portuguese, and he would teach me how to do shit. And you know, he would like talk to me about a lot of things, tell me a lot of things. My uncles were all cool. Like I like pretty much all of my uncles except for like maybe two. I have a few uncles, but two of them are like jackasses, but that don't really give a shit. But the other ones, they're all cool. But it means a lot, like to be a good uncle and be a good, you know, auntie, and you know, have good nephews and teach them nieces and nephews and teach them the right things and morals and values. Because these kids are lost. They got too much. They listen to they see and hear too much bullshit, and then they end up turning out all fucked up. So you got to put them in the right direction, and that's what I do. I make sure like these guys are on the right path, or else I'm gonna sort them the fuck out. I pray for their asses every day, like they're my own children. But not too many people care about their nieces and nephews and grandchildren and grandparents. Some people don't really give a shit like that. They don't care. They only give a shit when you're gone. Oh my god, they're dead now. I should have spent more time with them. Man, if I hear that shit out of somebody's mouth, I'll smack the crap out of you. You should have done that shit already. You shouldn't wait for them to die to acknowledge them. Now, when they're in spirit, not gonna acknowledge you like you didn't do them. You want that? Well, then stay the way you are. Then not my problem. Simple. You put it on yourself. I don't give any of my nephews anything anymore. The only two I give anything to is the two youngest ones that live next to me. I still give them gifts and things, but the other four, they don't even acknowledge me like that. They only see when they see me, but they'll never call me. They won't drop by and say hello, nothing. But when they were young, they would come over here and run over to my apartment. Oh, Mark, Titi Mark, Mom, let's go out here, Uncle Mark. Let's go, please. Let's go play football. Let's go play basketball. Let's go here. Let's do that. Oh, give me this. I want that. Yeah. You got candies? You got chocolates? You got cookies? Give me a cookie. Get your asses out of here. Go to your parents. And then it all came to an end when they got older. As soon as they got older, that's it. They don't give a shit no more. They're like, yeah, I'll see you when I see you. That's why I get excited on Christmas because Christmas Day, the whole family comes together and I get to see all six of them at the same time. And I sit with them at the dinner table. It's me at the head of the table and all six of them all around me. And we all talk shit every Christmas. And now that they're all older, we talk even more shit. So and we tease each other like crazy. We talk about all sorts of things. So and the whole time you guys like laugh and shit. And then all the everybody else is on the other side, eating over the other side. And they'll be like, "What you got?" Every time you guys get together, you always talking shit and laughing. I'm like, "Yeah, that's what Christmas is about." I come out here and talk shit to them. They look forward to it too. Yeah, it's fun. I love every minute of it. That's the only thing I like about Christmas is I get to see all six of them at the same time. And every year I take a picture of all six in a row. I'll tell them all right now, picture time, let's go. And then I started that like a couple years ago. Now everybody wants a picture. I'm like, oh, this time you idiots never wanted to do it. Now you want to do it because I started it. I have so many pictures of them when they were little, videos. I have so many times where I took care of them, like I did videos and taught them how to do things, teach them how to do stuff, you know, read books to them and shit. But people don't give a fuck about that no more. A lot of uncles and aunties would never do that. They don't care. They don't give a shit about these kids. None of them care. And now two of them, went through divorce. Well, four of them went through a divorce. The other two didn't. But the oldest two, they do good for themselves. They're all right. My oldest sister's two boys, they're good. They're very smart and they cook. They know how to clean. They know how to they've been college and all that stuff. They got good jobs. They're good. And when they see me, we always talk a lot of mad shit. So we have a great time. And I'm so proud of them. I tell them I'm proud of them, like, 'cause they're like, oh, I don't want to be like you, Uncle Mark. The fuck that shit. I ain't working hard out no sun. And they'll go like this to me and be like, look at you, you're darker than me. I'm like, yeah, because I'm outside all day working. They say, you guys can be in the office. You stay there. And they'll laugh at me. They're like, one day when I get a house, Uncle Mark, you can come and fix it up for me. I'm like, yeah, I'll hook it up for you. I'll teach you how to do it. So it's always good to cater to kids and teach them things, and because they don't know the right direction, you got to put them in the right direction. These kids don't have no sense of direction from anybody. Even their own parents can be sometimes a bunch of idiots. So that's why every time they ask me anything, I always help them out because I know a lot of shit, so I'll tell them a lot of things. And that's the way it should be. Used to call your sister and I wanted to talk to her kids after the fourth time of screaming at them. Yeah, exactly. Sometimes, man, that's the whole point of my conversation is that, a lot of these kids don't really give a shit about their uncles and aunties and things like that, and they don't really care. Like they don't, they really don't. They only care about their parents and their friends and PlayStation and all this bullshit. But my two youngest nephews that I've helped raise, I've raised them in a better way where I teach them respect, like, and I show them respect, and I want respect back. I demand respect back, and I tell them, if it wasn't for me, you'd be fucked. You know that, and your mother. So you better watch your mouth, who you're talking to, or I'll knock your teeth down your damn throat. So you better make sure you do this, you do that. I teach them how to do things. I teach them the basic things and show them how to do stuff. And whenever they ask me anything, I try my best to go out of my way to do it for them. And then they give me a hug and they tell me they love me, and that's all that matters to me. I want them to feel what it's like to have, like, a male presence telling them how to do things because their deadbeat dad don't didn't do shit anyway. He never taught them anything. He's a fucking joke. He needs to be taught. He don't know half the shit that I know. But it's they support me too. They know. Like when I went DJing the other day on TikTok, they were in there talking shit in the chat and having fun with me and stuff and commenting on the live and all that stuff and you know teasing me and shit. So it's fun. And now they want to listen to the music that I have and so it's nice. It's nice to like they know that I support them and they support me in the things that I like. So and they're 16 and 18 now, the two youngest ones, and they're the best. They're the ones that are with me all the time. So the other one goes to the 18-year-old. He's at his girlfriend's now, and then he's gonna come home, and then he's got to go away. He's got to go back to the UK. So it's gonna be me and the youngest one by ourselves till Christmas, and my sister, obviously, and Diamond. So back to the four of us. It's been a long week because he's had lunch with me like every single day. He aggravates me every day to have lunch with him or dinner or hang out. And today he went with me to my mom's. Like he always wants to be around me and his mother and his brother and his girlfriend. He don't really he hang around his friends every now and then. But yeah, he goes now. He goes back to UK tonight, and he'll be back in December. Another month, he'll be back. Oh, for that's sad, Dan. That's very sad that they end up like that. Very sad, and that's one of the reasons why I don't drink and smoke around my nephews because they idolize me and they're always around me and want to be like me. So I had to stop doing it because I didn't want them to like follow in those footsteps of what I did when I was young, and I don't want them to like do it and then something happens to them and then their parents are gonna blame me because nobody in my family smokes and drinks like that. We never did. My parents didn't smoke and drink. I used to smoke and drink every fucking day when I was younger, but like I said, it's been 8 years now. I stopped because they got older and older and started to catch on to things. So I was like, yeah, I'm gonna stop now. So, and I don't want them to do it anyway. I want them to stay clear of all that shit and put their focus on their lives and their jobs and school and things like that. I don't want them to get caught up in that shit. The good thing is none of their friends are doing it, so they have the right crowd. So that's why I'm happy for them. They've chose wisely due to my sister and I's guidance. So all six of them are good. They're all doing good in their lives. They're not bad children. I don't hear anything bad about them. Matter of fact, anybody who says, "Hey, Mark, I know your nephew so and so. He's such a good kid," I'm like, "Yep." No one's ever come to me and say, "Oh, your nephew is an asshole. He's this. He's a crazy child," and I've never ever heard that from anybody. So that makes me happy to know that they're not acting up. You know, that's what happens when you get brought up in a home without drugs and alcohol. See, that's the best thing. No drugs and alcohol, you ain't gotta worry about it. Usually your kids will come out all right, unless they get caught up with the wrong friends. Now that's out of your control. I agree, Vivian. I agree. And you've done a great job with Destiny. She's a good child. She's a good woman. She's getting older now. I can't call her a child. She's a good woman. She's always doing her best considering what she goes through. And I'm proud of her. She's come a long way. And you can pat yourself on the back for being a good mom. I know you are. I know you're a good mom. Let's see. That her success is because of you putting her there. You're making her believe in herself. Because Aries women are a pain in the ass. So sometimes they need them. They need some guidance. Yeah, I know. I don't want to call her a baby, but she's a good young woman. She comes in there from time to time and we talk some shit, have fun. You know. I'm proud of her. She's come a long way. Yeah, fire signs, you know how it goes. Man, she's cool. She's a good kid. I love to see good moms and dads, and I know a lot of them. And because children need as much guidance as they can, and like you said, at any age they need it. So they can only learn so much at a certain age, and then goes to the next stage, and the next stage, and the next stage. So I always want them to. Oh yeah, for sure. Every day, all day. I want to be the best ever. Speak of the devil. See, oh, she's not a devil. Your daughter just donated and said, "This is for my mom's question." See that? See what a good daughter you have? Hey, Shakima. Hola, ¿cómo está? Konnichiwa. Yeah, it's pretty easy, but some people like some people like PayPal, some people don't. You can ask your question when you're ready, Vivian. You missed the dang flight this morning. Back at home, the airport's horrible. Oh my god, that sucks. I've heard a lot of airports are terrible. The air traffic control. You said your aunt passed away yesterday. I'm sorry to hear that. My condolences to you, Vivian. That's right. Oh. Yeah, that sucks. The air traffic controllers aren't getting checks. That's crazy. Yeah, exactly. And plus it's the retrograde, full moon energy. A lot of crazy shit's going on. So whatever happens is meant to happen. I know it sucks. All right, so Vivian, you want to know, is there anything she wants to tell you? Hey, Teresa, how you doing? All right, let me see if I can get her. Did she have short hair, like short hair? 'Cause I got like two women here. One's got short hair and one's got like hair to like down to like her shoulder, but it's straight. The other one's got like short, like not curly, but like wavy type of short hair. Okay, Teresa, cool. It's almost like she's with her sister or something. This woman looks like it could be her sister. Maybe your auntie and her sister's there. Oh no, Teresa, be safe. You hear, Vivian? Okay. No, I was asking if your auntie you're asking me about that passed away yesterday, does she have short hair? Because I have two women here. One has short hair, right? And the other one has like hair down to like her shoulders, but it's straight. I'm trying to figure out who is who. Okay. Hmm. Yeah, like short hair. Yeah, yeah. Like I got a lady with short hair, and like, but it's kind of like wavy-ish. Like it's short, but it's got like a wave type of look to it. Not curly, but like wavy type of look. But anyway, I see the lady here, but she's around another lady, right? And the other lady has short hair too, but like it's like to her shoulders, and it's like straighter. And they're both together. And she says to me that she wants you to try to have understanding of others around you. She said that you might I don't know if neglect is the word, but like maybe um you don't want to like deal with certain people around you, especially a man. So she might be referring to like your husband or something, or somebody at work or whoever. Like if there's a man like aggravating you, or you have difficulty in understanding this man and what they want and how they want to do things, because she's saying that you might have like this, you like there's conflict there, but you're not interested in it. And if you get into it with this person, then you know that they're not going to have understanding of you, or you're going to have difficulty in understanding wherever they're coming from, because you feel like this person is going to say whatever and it's always their way. So she wants you to like you know mentally understand that everything is temporary. Don't let this mentally like hurt you, like annoy you. Like she wants you to be like have free will and be self-reliant and self-resilient. She wants you to take care of yourself. She says you have everything you need for yourself, but there might be a person around you that's like making you feel annoyed and making you feel like you can't be your full self sometimes. And if you are, it can be a problem. So there's like a conflict of interest between you and somebody. So, but she says it's a man that you have difficulties understanding, but you know that you can do everything yourself. So that she wants you to be more like put more value on you and know that, hey, it's not me, it's that person that's the problem. But I know I can't change the person, but I know that I can be who I need to be and just stick to who I need to be right now. So she wants you to be like a strong, independent, self-reliant, self-resilient woman that has free will to do whatever they want. And when you encounter this person, to just make sure that, hey, I know I can't change them, or I don't understand them at times, which they say that she's saying like that's normal. That's just something that you gotta do. She says all of them are the same, but she doesn't want you to mentally like break down over it and keep like thinking that it's like gonna change, or like more. She just wants you to focus more on your mental health and your mentality of what you're dealing with this situation or this person. Like I said, it could be whoever it is. I'm not going to sit there and ask her who or pry into your life, but I'm sure you know what it means. But that's what she wants you to understand. It's like, even though this person is not giving you 100%, or you should not give them 100% either, because they'll never understand you, or you'll never understand them, you know? You wasn't able to say goodbye because her husband didn't let me because of the relation. Well, yeah, see. So she probably wants you to like understand that her husband is an idiot, and don't like worry about it. I know that you wanted to see me. So now this makes more sense, because she's saying this person is an idiot, and you'll never understand them, and you never will. So don't worry about it. She knows the truth. So you can say goodbye to her now. You can talk to your auntie right now. I mean, yeah, you can talk to your auntie right now and say, hey, look, tonight before you go to sleep or whenever you feel like it, you can connect with her and say, hey, look, your husband didn't want me to speak to you because of what happened with mom. So now I want you to know that, hey, look, even if you haven't already done it, I don't know if you have done it or not, but she wants you to know that that person is never going to change, and she doesn't want you to like have conflict with him because of it. So, I mean, that makes more sense to me now why I saw that. So she probably thinks you're pissed at him, which you should be, but remember, he's not going to change. Okay, good. Well, then that's why she came through and wanted to confirm that, even though I'm gone, don't worry about that ass, because she's talking about this guy in not a good way at all. So I don't know who it was. So obviously it's her husband, because she said she wanted to discontinue being with this person many times. You know, she wanted to disconnect from this person many times. So now I understand why she said what she said. Because at first I thought it was her warning you about a guy, but it's not. It's her like telling you that her husband. Right. So that's why she doesn't want you to like worry about that guy. Like just disconnect from, you know, and like just deal with that. That's the best thing that you can do. You know, I see her with a few people. To be honest, I saw her with like this lady, the grandma, and then I see her with other two other men. One's really older, and one's like not that old. One's got white hair and one's got black hair. But I can't see them 100%. But there's like people like around her. Like she's at a place where there's like cabinets, and she looks like she's in a dining room area, and it's got like there's cabinets that have like the glass, and it shows like all the cool like pictures and china glass and all chinas and silverware and all that type of shit. She's at a place that has this in the background. And like on one side it's her and the other lady, the grandma, I guess you said. And then on the other side there's an older man with white hair and there's a next guy that's younger with black hair or brown hair. It's dark. I can't really see their faces, but I can see their images. Like there. That's where she is. You know how they have like china cabinets? That's what it looks like in the background. Well, she's somewhere in this room with these people. And they're all different heights. Oh, that's probably why they wanted me to see that then. There you go. She said to tell you that she's doing okay. She's fine. Don't worry. She's okay. She's where she needs to be, is what she said. So don't worry about it. She's fine. She's good. Because before you die, like they already know you're coming over. So they're already prepared for you. They got you, you know. So I actually had a dream about my dad last night for the very first time since he's been gone. I told my mom about the dream today, and we had like a little laugh. It's weird because I never really dreamt about my dad like that until he passed away. So that's the first dream I've had of him. But I've seen him in spirit like 4 times so far. That sucks. Yeah, he's visited me a few times already. The day he actually died, I was there, and then he came to me in spirit, and right then and there, like literally, and I was like, "Oh boy, I've never seen my dad in spirit because I just saw him dead on the ground, and then I saw him literally right after in spirit, and then I'd say about 3 days later, I saw him again. Then about 10 days went by, I saw him again, and then last night I dreamt of him, and I then he showed me like him on my couch with my uncle, and he was watching the game last week on my couch. But like I know I can't see him on my couch, but he showed me an image of him on my couch with my uncle. So it was pretty cool. He showed me a few things here and there. And I've gotten a lot of signs, a lot of things have happened. So I mean he never knew I did this type of stuff, but he knows now. So it's pretty weird seeing him in spirit because he looks way younger than what he does now. Like I don't see him at as shitty how he looked when he died. He looked pretty bad. But I see him like as if he was like my age. So it's pretty cool seeing him like that. So it's all good. And that's what I tell people a lot. Like spirit don't want you to see them all fucked up like when they die. They want you to see them in a good way, in a good image. So so I'm glad he's all right. You know, he's doing his thing. He had a lot of friends, so he showed me like him and his friend at the table sitting together, and I was like, "Look at this shit." I knew he was gonna visit him. I kind of knew that right away. Like I was like, I know he's gonna go visit him, his buddy, like that he grew up with here in Bermuda. So it was nice seeing them. Yeah, pretty much because the dream I had last night was like him laughing and having fun, like on a New Year's Eve night, because that's the only time like he would have fun like and stuff with us when we were young, and he looked like super young. And I told my mom, and my mom was like, "Well, your dad never danced or anything, but he would like, clap his hands and like, he liked to hear music and stuff, and we would all like talk shit and have fun and stuff. And I told him he was at the club, like it was like an image from the past. So it was just like his way, probably his way of saying like, just keep like living your life and just be happy and just do what you gotta do. So it's all good. I'm not really like, sad or like upset or anything. I know how it works, and I just know that he'll be like a part of my spirit team now, and I'm sure he'll help me in this life in what I'm doing now. He's already given me like tons of signs, so it's pretty. A lot of weird shit has happened since he's died because like there's a lot of things that haven't happened in a long time that's happened now, and like he's put me in places where I haven't been in a while, and I've seen things that I haven't seen, so it kind of like it's just weird things, but not bad, but like just things for me to see that I haven't seen that I was assuming. So because I was assuming about things, he put me in positions to see the truth. And that happened to me this week where I actually was put in a place where I haven't been in years, and I criticized like the people so much because I thought deep down inside that they had taken care of this situation, but they didn't. So my dad wanted like put me in this position where I saw something that made me mad because it's their way of saying don't think like these people are doing anything good because they're not. But it's so weird how things happen though. It's so weird because he knows how I am, and like he pretty much like my mom had to go to my old granny's house, and they kicked my granny out of the house and said, "Oh yeah, go to your son's house, and you got to leave." And my aunties, my cousins, which are my auntie's like son, he's a dickhead, and they're millionaires, and they like as if to say, "Yeah, we're gonna get more rent, so we're kicking you old ladies out." They kicked their own auntie and their aunties out, which is my grandma and his auntie, which are both their aunties. So they kicked them out of the house, and then they put this other rich lady in there so they could pay a whole pile of rent, as if you ain't got no money already. So your mother's already rolling in the grave knowing that you kicked both of her, her sister-in-law and her sister out of the house just because you want fucking money. And then you kept the lady downstairs because she helped your mother, so you kept her there. So that lady downstairs only helped those people but wasn't even their family. So you kick your own family out of the house, but you left a person there that just helped your mom and your auntie. So my dad put me in that predicament to see. And I went there and I took pictures of the house, and I came on here that same day and I went on a ridiculous rant because I can't believe how fucked up people are that you did that shit to my grandma and to your auntie, and then you sit there and act like, oh yeah, everything's, and then you don't even fix up the house with the money that you made. So you think that you're gonna live to see the money that that house is gonna give you, and you're not gonna die? I'll make sure when you do, I'll go piss on your fucking grave, you bastard. And he better make sure I don't see him, because if I see him in somewhere, I'm gonna confront him. And everybody's like, no, no, Mark, don't say nothing to him. I'm like, don't say nothing to him. Man, fuck that guy. I'm gonna say something to him. I'm gonna tell him. I went to your mother's house, right? Your mother and father's old house. I went there. It's your house because she's gone, and your dad and mom's gone. You got the house. You and your sister, and they've been gone for 15 years. Well, your dad's been gone for more than that. Your mother died 15 years ago. And in the last 15 years, you mean to tell me you've collected all this rent and you won't even fix this fucking house up properly? All right, bro. And then you want to kick your aunties out of the house. You should have kept them there. Because now both of them are dead. So what's wrong with keeping them there all this time? You're gonna get rich off of somebody else, right? So how is the rent off your parents' house made your life better if you're already a millionaire? And if you got rent from that house, why you ain't fixed it up properly? But now that I saw the truth, wait till I see him. He's gonna get a piece of my mind. I don't really care. He ain't gonna do nothing to me anyway. He's like 60 something years old. I'll slap the old right off of him if he talks any shit to me. I'll tell him straight up. I know it's nothing to do with me, but that's my uncle's house and your dad's house, and you should be ashamed of yourself. I just tell him, look, why don't you go down my dad's house and see what I've done to it? It don't look like the shithole that you have, and you're a millionaire and I'm not. Then I'm gonna tell him, if you want to pay somebody to fix the house, you could pay me. I've been on my own for fucking 20 years. You could pay me, keep it in the family, bro. Fucking jackass. That's why I tell people on here so many times, when people die, you think they don't know what you're doing? You keep thinking that. They know everything you're doing. They know what you did, what fuckery you're doing, what good shit you're doing, and they will make you know, right? In ways that you fucked up. And then it's gonna be too late. So don't say I didn't warn you. Cause I see it every day. And I always said, I'm sure that house probably looks immaculate. Cause I had confidence in their children, making it look good after their mother passed. And it's been 15 something years and you still ain't made that house look decent, but you want to collect the rent so you can go drink wine and go to fancy places all over the fucking world, right? Bitch ass. That's why these people ain't going nowhere. They're going to hell. And that's exactly where you're going to go if you want to dwell on money your whole life. Fucking idiots. Anyway, I got to go. I'm going to go deal with my nephew. He's got to go to the airport in an hour. So I'm going to go chill with him before he goes. And then I'll be on here tonight at some point in time. All right, guys, take care.